at you and how they've kind of changed from a year ago?
Well, the biggest thing is they're one of the oldest teams in the country. I think they're the seventh oldest team in the country of all the teams in Division One basketball. So there's a process to recruiting, and obviously Coach Davis has done a tremendous job of getting older. He's got a lot of grad transfers, kids that have a lot of basketball experience. I think we're like 212th now or something like that as far as experience. So it's a totally different team. They've been on a lot of pauses, so they don't have as many games, but they are, I think, one of the best shooting teams I've seen in the last 4 years in the league. They make 10 threes a game at a very high percentage. They have multiple guys on the floor at all times that can shoot. They take on the personality of their coach. They're very, very tough, very, very driven team. They're coming off a big win against Oakland. And they've got a player that is very, very unique and a terrific player in Antoine Davis. One of the better players I've seen, his ability to go get a shot at any time, any place, anywhere. So they're a very good basketball team.
It seems like Davis has been around forever. Does everything kind of circle around him? Because I know they have the new guy who is Joel Bolt, or something like that.
He's good. Yeah, he's Cole is very, very good. I think he's had a tremendous year. But yeah, Antoine is just one of those players that, as an opposing coach, you can't wait till he graduates, because he demands so much respect because he's so good, and he's a big part of, obviously, of our scouting report and what they do. But I think they've got much better players, can all shoot the ball. Anytime you're playing a team that comes in making 10 threes a game, you've got to be ready to play defense. That's the bottom line. And I think, Dane, in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I think our team has, kind of gotten better. It's a shame we didn't get to this weekend, because with that win, we would have been, I think, in sixth or seventh place. But I think our kids are really, really turning the corner. We've had some good practices, some good conversations. I think our young kids are getting better. I feel really good about the last 8 games. I really do. We've got 6 of them at home. So we're excited.
Did it help that you faced two teams already that play a really solid zone going into this matchup?
Yeah, this will certainly be. I think as you get into your season, especially with young players, we've seen about everything at this point. Schmitty, we've seen tandem zone, 1-3-1 zone, 3-2 zone. We've seen pressing. Our guys, I told them the other day, freshmen got to be like sophomores right now. Sophomores got to play like juniors. Juniors got to play like seniors. We're 16 games into the season. Coaches got to raise their game. Managers got to raise their game. It's go time. Our window and this team's time together is really only guaranteed another 4 or 5 weeks. So let's give everything we got for one another, and play really good basketball here down the stretch.
They average 74. You guys average 74. I know the goal is to get one more point to them, but does a high scoring game give you an advantage? Low scoring? I mean, kind of how do you kind of dissect?
Yeah, I think it's going to be the team that can generate some offense off their defense. We did a really nice job, Dana, on Saturday, turning defense into offense. I think that's why we were able to score 85. We got those stops. On Friday, we didn't score the ball nearly the way we did on Saturday because we didn't get those critical stops and those transition opportunities. With a bunch of young players, the best thing to do is run. One year my team averaged 95, and all these people said, "What are you running?" We're running. We're not running any offense. We're running the ball down the court, and playing, in transition. And I think if we can create those opportunities, it's going to lead to some scoring opportunities, and that's when we've been good.
Does their size at all bother you, Coach? They've got the redshirt freshman who's 6'11". I think they got a couple other guys that are 6'8", 6'9", and long.
Schmitty, they're really big. They're probably the biggest team, in my 4 years in the league. Obviously you don't see these teams up person until you play them, but man, on tape, I mean, they got positional size from the point guard. Antoine has got very, very long arms. Till they're one of their last guys on the roster. They all got length. So they got that positional size in their zone. Either whether they're in man or zone, you've got to be able to create disadvantages by screening people, executing what we're trying to run, because that size can swallow you up the way they play.
Here, you got 5 weeks in now under COVID, the situation. Have you guys adjusted to it a little bit? I mean, you're usually playing Thursday, Saturday, Friday, Sunday. Now it's back to back. Have you guys kind of adjusted to all that now?
Honestly, Dana, it's like the new norm. I like that question because it kind of makes you laugh. You're just kind of used to it by now. I think everybody's adjusted. I think I didn't know if we'd have a season, to be honest with you. I didn't know if the NFL would get to a Super Bowl. I didn't know if college football would get to a national championship. So when you do this for a living, and as you know, you cover sports, and you guys have adapted to this craziness. You've been on more Zoom calls than you probably ever want to be on, and you're doing all the proper things that you need to do. Man, if we can just get through the next 5 or 6 weeks and college basketball can have an NCAA tournament, win, lose, or draw, whatever your record is, I think it's a win for everybody. As long as we continue to stay safe and these numbers don't, go crazy, and your guys aren't in danger. I've been very, very proud of our guys from the jump. This is a full-time commitment here, and we gotta finish the course. So we got to continue to do what we're doing. But as far as the back-to-backs, I think we've taken a good approach. Our practice time, Dana, we've really condensed it. I told the guys today, hey, I lied to you a little bit about our schedule, and instead of going 90 minutes, we went 95 minutes. We've tried to really stay on course. On Monday, we go an hour. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we go 90 minutes. We've really condensed things down, trying to keep it simple, trying to stay fresh. I think everybody's had a very, very long, grueling process through this COVID stuff. And, I want my guys coming to the gym excited. I want this to be an outlet for them. So we've adjusted, and, we're excited about the stretch run. We're in a little bit of a hole. There's no doubt about it. But I like where we are mentally. I like where our togetherness is. And I like our schedule. I like to have 6 out of 8 at home. We just hope and pray every day that when these tests come back and the other team tests, that we get an opportunity to play these final 8 games.
You're still being tested every couple times a week?
Yeah, what we have to do, Dana, is 3 non-consecutive days of testing. So you have to pass those 3 tests throughout the week in order to play the game on Saturday. So some teams test Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. Some test Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the actual day of the game. And I don't know if you saw the new all the new stuff on the NCAA tournament coming up. There's going to be some grueling testing procedures, but I think they're doing it the right way. Obviously they're limiting it all to Indianapolis. So it's just really interesting times with a lot of sacrifice by everybody. So far, I think everybody's done a phenomenal job in this league, and really in our organization here at YSU. I couldn't be happier.
Well, let me ask you the obligatory DQ question.
Yep.
What's the status? Have you heard anything?
Yeah, we talked to him today, Dana. I would think he comes back here in the real near future. Whether that's next week or the week after, not exactly sure, but I think we're going to have him back sooner than later. Now it's going to be, just see how he feels, see how the comfort level of the ankle, how he's feeling. Practices are going to be really, really important to get him back in the swing of things. But if there's anybody that can do it, the guy loves the game. He's a quick learner. I think he can do it. But I would say soon. We're hoping in the next couple weeks.